Hey everyone, this is JMcAfreak. Well, it's about time, so thanks for all your patience, guys, because I know it's been a really long wait, with a lot of, bumps along the way, but, well, I'm actually happy to say it's coming. I've been asked to do, or I promised some people I'd give them a shout out in this video, so they've been the ones waiting for this video, and, well, I thought I might give them some credit. Virgilio Moncada, or I probably butchered that name, just saying. The 12th Doctor, Stacia Anderson, MSP Blondie Love, and Bacon Pancakes 2000. That's a fun name. Anyway, I'll put links to their channels down below in the description. I apologize for the audio quality. Turns out you see this little thing, and you hear it, right? This little thing is my mic. And I wasn't aware of that when I did the recording, so a lot of the time you'll hear it kind of rubbing up against clothing or whatever, and I've been unable to fix it using any audio correction whatsoever. I've tried, but it's been unsuccessful. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Hey everyone, this is JMcAfreak, and I am here with my friend, the Burly Calligrapher, otherwise known as Anderson in stories I've told.
Wait, you've told stories about me?
I've only used your last name.
Wait,
I started telling the Great Purge, and I'm like, this would be better as a video, because I started getting into too much detail. You know me when I write.
5-minute story about this is too much detail. I'll try to chime in what I can. I haven't thought about that for a long time. For good reason.
For good reason, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So basically, he and I had a roommate who had the worst hygiene in the world. And to me, I didn't think it was that bad, because I had lived with him for a month already.
We got into a shouting match about it.
Yeah. Like, he came out into the living room. He's like, McAfee, I am doing something about this today. It smells horrid. Like, it does not smell that bad. You're just over-exaggerating.
For reference, we are both not morning people.
Yes.
So this was actual shouting. Yes. On the way out the door. And, like, after I'd kind of moved in, and I couldn't, I couldn't leave for reasons at the time. Also for the same reasons we couldn't get rid of the guy. Oh, we wish we could.
Me too.
But couldn't leave because of reasons. And so I'm there, and, like, the smell, like, it would go down, and it would be bad. It'd be more tolerable when he wasn't there.
Yeah, and also while he had laundry money.
Yeah. No, he had laundry money. He just never used. Oh wait, no, he spent it on vending machines. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh. So when he'd come back, like in the evening or during lunch,
yeah, it
would the stink would
just
slowly get worse and worse the longer he was there.
Yeah,
and it was that overnight too. So really, there was probably 4 or 5 hours out of the day where it actually was livable. The rest of the time, I ended up sort of barricading myself into my room. I had a guest over once who really couldn't stand the smell, and so what I ended up doing is I had a can of Febreze or something.
You had a ton of cans of Febreze.
I was laying down suppressive fire as I got him into the bedroom, and my room always had the window open, and I had Febreze cans everywhere. I felt like it was in jail, like cesspool jail or something like that.
Yeah, and
I I just slowly getting worse and worse, coming home every time and realizing this is where I live,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I can do about it. So I was slowly going more and more insane until finally I just kind of like snapped, and then we had that little morning spat where I'm like, this is unbearable. We have to do something about
because it had gotten onto your clothes, and then wherever you were.
Yeah, that was the last straw.
Yeah.
I had to work, and like the clothes that were in my room.
Yeah.
I wore them, and I could smell it on me, and I gasket. I was just like, okay,
it's over.
Now it's
personal.
This is my space,
mm-hmm.
And I don't know how the smell got in there because my room always smelled nice.
Yes,
sort of.
I think
it smelled nice because I sprayed every other 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was the amount of time that your clothing spent, like, just in the common areas.
But I kept it out of the common areas for that reason.
Yeah.
So it must not have been there for more than, like, an hour.
You know, I was suffocating in my room already because of what slept in the same room.
It's not a he at this point.
What?
It's not a he at this point. It's a what?
That's
silly.
Well, I'm counting this, like, whatever was causing the stench in the laundry as a living creature. It had to be alive. It ate one of the strongest odors in the world.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah. So anyway, he and I argued. So he left. Or so.
Well, I yelled at you.
Yeah.
You're like, Anderson, you're overreacting. I'm tired of your moodiness and this crap. And you suck it up. Get over it. It's not that bad. Leave the guy alone.
Yeah. And then
I yelled back. And I yelled back, and I was like, "You're just getting used to it,
yeah,
idiot!" And I like slammed the door, and I went out.
Mm-hmm. So when he left, I realized that my companion wasn't awake, and he needed to go to work, like, very soon. So I went in there, hit me like a brick wall. The stench hit me like a brick wall, and at that moment I knew, oh my gosh, Anderson was right.
Yeah, some people would think it's an exaggeration, but I think I had a similar experience with that one once. And it was like I would never go into your room. That was once, like, I almost went in once, and like that happened to me. Mm-hmm. And didn't you say it hit you like a brick? I remember the morning, no, it was like the afternoon where we started getting our game plan together. You were telling me that it almost threw you against the wall to the other side.
Anyways, so anyways, I wake him up and I'm pretty pissed off. To say the least. I make him get up. I actually took out my Febreze and sprayed down his like suit and everything.
No, it wasn't Febreze. You had Axe.
Oh, I had Axe too, but I sprayed down his clothing with mostly Febreze because I knew that eliminates odor, and I'm like, hopefully this will make it bearable for the people he has to be around for the day, or who have to be around him for the day. Because it was kind of a punishment for the other people, honestly.
No, we sat next to him. It was a torture.
Yeah. Anyways. So when Anderson got home, I had taken all of my roommate's clothing, like his dirty clothes creature pile, put it into a garbage bag, and the stink was still coming through that garbage bag. So I had double bagged it.
No, that happened earlier. Wait.
It happened when I smelled it and I had sprayed Axe onto his dirty laundry and the Axe smell disappeared.
Oh, yeah, this was because... Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. So, I took his dirty laundry, put it into a bag. It still stunk, and I could tell, so I put it into another bag.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think he was offended by that, at the least.
I don't think he ever saw it.
Yeah, I think you put that somewhere. So anyway, I get back, and, I had been daydreaming all day about how we were going to deal with this.
And I'm just sitting there like, Anderson, we are doing something about it right now.
You know, I wasn't, a very assertive person there. I was very assertive about, personal space, You know, if it involved me directly, I care. But if it didn't involve me directly, I didn't give a bird's hat. So
Yeah.
I finally got involved, and I came back, and it was like I was a dictator for a day. I just came in, and I almost started shouting orders. Like, I was just like, all right, here's the plan. No arguing. This is going to happen. I don't care how. You are going to go in there. It's like, I yelled at him, like, you are going back to work. Or whatever, because he was on lunch break or something like that. I'm like, you're going back to work.
And you're not coming back in until we're done.
You're going into the dragon cesspool and collecting all of the stuff. I want the sheets, I want the clothing, I want the socks, I want everything, even the stuff that's hanging up. Yeah. And I want all individual bags.
Clean laundry, including my stuff.
Yeah, clean laundry.
Because
the college student's definition of clean, which is not smelly enough. But the problem with him was that he'd become so used to his own stench that he had pretty much lost the ability to distinguish. Mm-hmm. At one time, we asked him how his comforter smelled. We were trying to prove to him that it was awful, and he said it smelled good. And this is in the middle of all of this. Mm-hmm. It was so bad that the people down the hall could smell it. So we packed all of this stuff up, and I believe we piled it in. Yeah, it's like his side of the room didn't exist anymore, because that's all his side was. Yeah, it was like a landfill, and then your side was actually clean.
Yeah.
Well, then, it was cluttered with papers, but not with laundry, and didn't he have bits of food somewhere?
Probably out in the living room.
Yeah, he did that all. Okay, his eating habits are too long to go into.
His everything habits.
His everything habits.
I'm not even going to go into bathroom stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cutter was cleaning the kitchen thoroughly. You were going through the living room.
Yeah, that's right. I gave him the high cleaning detail. I was like, all right, you're going to. He was like, you're doing the dishes. Get rid of that smell. Organize what's his, throw out all of the food that he's leaving around, make sure all of his crap is in his cupboards. Yeah. And then I sent you to clean out the room. I think I had to beg you, and then I had to order you.
Yeah, and then because I didn't see the sense in washing clean laundry. Because I thought my laundry was clean, and then I smelled it. And
oh yeah, that's right! I made you clean all of your laundry as well. That's what we were arguing about. Because I had reasoned that it was contaminated, and you didn't believe me. Also, you were angry that it was you had to take care of his laundry and bring it into the cleaning.
Yeah, collectively we did 9 loads of laundry or so.
Yes. Yeah, that was the number. It was 9 loads of laundry in one day.
Yes.
And so I gave you all of that and sent you out to do that, and I didn't see you for quite a while.
Yeah, I was in the laundry room all day.
Before we go on to what you were doing, here's what I was doing. We made Cutter. We had to move some of the furniture and the crap behind the furniture.
But yeah, you started just throwing things away if they were left out. What's funny is, a lot of the stuff we threw away, he never missed.
Yeah, he never complained about it. The crap tally count, because we got a big cardboard box, and it was about, the height of the box was, it was like 3 or 4 feet, 3.5. And it was probably about the same wide. We filled the entire thing up with all of his crap, and then we threw a lot of it in the dumpster. We filled up that box 3 times.
Yes.
It was 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of crap. He saved everything.
Yeah.
He was like a pack rat that lives in the toilet or something. I started working on getting rid of that crap. I had to help carrying out the box. Did that about 3 times, and then I set to work purifying the common room. In preparation, I had bought 10 cans of air freshener. They were like $1 at the time. 10 cans of different air freshener, and then I had 1 can of Lysol. I spent the entire can of Lysol on the couches, because I figured those were like the most contaminated. And I sprayed down every inch of the couches, under the cushions, under the couch, on the side. It was like I was painting it, but with Lysol. And I knew the Lysol was my best weapon, and I had a limited supply of it. It was more expensive than the air fresheners. So I had figured that the smell had reached into the walls. Because it was only logical. He'd been there for, who knows, 3 months?
A month and a half. Probably.
Month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he took all of his nasty, stinky crap with him from the last apartment he was in.
Yeah.
So I actually took 1 can of the spray, and I used the entire can, and I literally sprayed all of the walls, every single wall in the apartment, in the bathroom as well. And I just kind of, like, painted it. And it took me a while, and when I was done, it was, like, foggy inside the apartment. I think you came in just as I had finished, and you were just, like, looking around, and
I teared up, remember? At how, like, amazing it smelled?
Yeah, it smelled somewhat light of air freshener. And so we got that done. And then I think once we got rid of all the crap, and we had the kitchen cleaned, we had the bathroom cleaned, I think the second to last thing that I was involved in, I got all of my baking soda, and I got, like, half of yours.
Yeah.
And I sprayed it all over all of the carpet. And we left it there for, like, a half hour, and then we vacuumed it all up, and it worked.
Yes.
Okay. So now on to your part at the laundromat.
Yes. So, as with all apartments, as with all apartment complexes, the laundry room costs money. But these weren't your, like, regular laundry machines. These were mediocre things that I wouldn't have...
Oh, man.
I hope I never have to spend money on ever again.
They're from, like, the 70s or the 60s.
To do 1 load of laundry, to wash and dry, was $2 total.
Yeah, it was $1.50 for the actual wash and 75 cents for the dryer.
It was $1.25 for the actual wash and 75 cents for the dryer.
Oh, yeah, $1.25.
So anyways, I got in there. There were a lot of people in there. As soon as I opened the first bag, people started to kind of leave.
Were there, like, old ladies in there as well?
There was an old lady sitting next to there, and she's like, "Bless you." I'm like, "This isn't my laundry."
Yeah.
And I remember I had, like, rubber gloves on.
You did! Didn't I give those to you?
Yes! So I open up the first layer. It hits me like a ton of bricks again. I open the second bag, the inner bag. Just... worst stench ever. I think that's when the old lady got up and left.
And for context, but at the laundry room, it was really old, and there's probably a lot of caked-on detergent everywhere. It always smelled good. It smelled like the laundry detergent aisle in a grocery store always does. Powerful. And at one point, I was pulling a prank on someone else that we knew, and that was a fun story. But what I ended up doing is, with the help of other apartment mates, we got cotton swabs, and, like, we collected, like, the most bacteria infested things we could. Little bits behind the toilet, raw meat,
eggs, I think.
earwax. No, it wasn't rotten eggs. We put those into the bag with the scrambled eggs that we made, and we put that in there. So we put that in a plastic laundry bag, plastic shopping bag, and I went behind the dryers, because there was a little crevice. I went behind the dryers and hung it up behind the dryers.
And nobody noticed it.
Because the smell was so overpowering there that it completely canceled out the rotten eggs, and we left it there for, like, a week and a half.
Yes.
And that thing was worse than poo when we did it. It was the most successful prank I've ever pulled.
Yeah, so it was really hard to have any stench beat out the odor of detergent in that laundry room.
Yeah.
So as I was filling up washing machines,
there was only one laundromat.
One person walks up to me, "Wow, McAfee, you have a lot of loads there." I'm like, "No, this isn't mine. This is my roommate's. Here, smell this." He smelled it, and he's like, oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, my. Like, trying to be polite about it, but...
Yeah, because this guy didn't have an offensive bone in his body. You could just see him struggling.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yeah. I kind of, like... had a lot of people smell that laundry too, and like, they're like, oh no, and, like some of them were like, no, I can already smell it from over here.
Yeah, didn't you tell me a while ago that that's the difference between guys and girls? A guy will smell something really awful, and they'll be like, "Here, man, smell this," and they'll be like, why did I smell that? Hey, John, smell this. Oh.
Exactly.
But girls, they don't. Like, if they smell something really bad, it's just like, Tiffany, stay away from here. It's really, really bad. I gotta throw this in the trash.
Yeah.
This is awful. Stay away. Everybody, stay away.
Yes.
And that's
go away. So, anyways, I took up 5 washing machines at first because I couldn't take up any more. So so that's when I came back to the apartment to smell air freshener. I think that this is when the funniest thing happened. I'm like, hey guys, come smell my apartment. He's like, oh, we can smell it from the other end of the hall, but this time it actually smells nice.
Yeah, I used a lot of the air freshener. I used that one can on the entire apartment, and then I used the various other ones for more specific areas.
Yeah. Then I went back, switched as many as I could over to the dryers, put as many, or the rest of the loads into the washers. I wasn't finished with the laundry until, like, that night.
Yeah, you were gone for quite a while.
Yeah, but, like, I had to go back in there, like, at, like, 7 or 8, just to, like, get the rest of the laundry out of the dryer.
And then some of it you had to put more into the dryer because he had his comforter and sheets and everything, and pillowcases.
I mean, that was...
Did we do anything about the pillows?
Well,
there's not much we could have done.
We sprayed them down, I think.
That's all we could have done.
Yeah, but anyways, and we did that to the mattress, too.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, I mean, all the laundry was out of the laundry room by, like, 8:30 or 9 p.m. The blankets and stuff were the first, I think.
Yeah, I remember you got back, you were pissed.
Yeah.
You were pissed at me because I made you do that.
Yeah, but he comes back for dinner. He tries to come in, and we're like, no, you are staying outside.
Until we had something for him to change into.
Yeah. But also because he still had stuff that he needed to do that day later.
Yeah. A necessary evil, though.
Yeah.
That's pretty low.
Yeah. But anyways, I get back. We lay out the clothes that he is going to wear.
Oh, we didn't let him in until...
Yeah.
This was like... For him, this was probably the most, like, degrading part of the plan.
Yeah. But it was which was sad, but it was necessary.
We had another plastic bag.
Mm-hmm.
We gave him the bag and sent him into the bathroom. Like,
saying,
take the clothes that you're wearing right now.
Put them all into that bag.
You're going to go to the bathroom. You're going to scrub yourself down. And then you're going to put on this extra strength deodorant that we got you. And you're going to change into these clothes which we give you here. And we're just like, obey every instruction or so help me you will suffer. And then we shut the door and then continued on what we were doing. Yeah. And so he comes out and like one of us had to do like a sniff test to see that it actually worked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, all right. He passes. And we give him strict instruction. And it's like, one of us will force you to shower every single day. And you will use this deodorant, and you will change into these clothes.
Yes. So there you have it. That's the story of the Great Purge.
Oh, it got better a little bit later. So it lasted for like 2 or 3 weeks. And it slowly started getting bad again.
Except that when our roommate ended up moving out of our apartment and going to the next one, he got worse again.
Yeah, because nobody was strict enough.
Yeah. That was the saddest part of the tale. He didn't ultimately improve.
Yeah, it was sad. But that was kind of overshadowed by the immense joy I felt that it wasn't my problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And so, although I was very disappointed, I just kind of stopped caring. I'm like, well, he's someone else's curse now. Yep. Yeah, I think there was some dancing involved.
Well, I should probably let you go now. Well, to the audience.
Oh, right. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what? Yeah. Oh, let them go. As in, to the toilet to throw up.
Yes. So, yes.
If you guys could, like, catch a whiff of the smell from my memories, that would be enough to make you throw up.
This
It's
has
really
been
sad that I can't reach through the internet and share that experience with you.
this has been Storytime with JMcAfreak, with guest storyteller the Burly Calligrapher. And if you want to hear any other stories about our escapades together, we'll go ahead and leave them down there too.
Yeah, it could be like a whole series.
Yes.
Yes.
Because we've had some interesting adventures together. But anyway, that's the end of Storytime with JMcAfreak. And with my guest, the Burly Calligrapher.
Yes. Goodbye, people I won't meet.